अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये तानि बोध द्विजोत्तम नायका मम सैन्यस्य संज्ञार्थ तान अब्रवीमि. So again here in this verse 7, here Duryodhan is addressing to Dronacharya, and in this verse he is telling, rather indicating that please now know that who all are going to fight from our side. So let's come back to our word to word translation, that is asmakam, that is from our side. Now here we should also focus on the another word, that is Dvijottama. That what is Dvijottama? Duryodhan is addressing to Dronacharya and he is saying Dronacharya as Dvijottama. So what is he saying? That asmakam tu vishishtaye tani bodha abramavit. That is, who all are going to fight from our side, who all are the special soldiers or special generals from our side. Asmakam, that is ours. Vishishtaye is that special people. Tani bodha, that you also know. And he is saying Dronacharya as Dvijottama. So again, let's just focus on this word, that what is Dvijottama? This word is actually made up of three words. Dvi, that is two. And when we say Dvija, it's translated as a person who is born twice. Fine. So Dvija is one who has born twice. And the third word in these three words is that Uttama. So Dvi, the first word, Dvija, it becomes a combination, Sandhi, and then Uttama. So Dvijottama is a person who is great by his second birth. But again, the basic question remains unanswered, that what is Dvija? What is this concept of two times birth of a same person? So let's understand it. It's very simple, that when a human being is born, he is born just as a baby. Biologically, we are just born as an infant. Then we grow up to kid. Rather, we grow up as a little baby, then a toddler, then a kid, and then we get into some institutional education. Rather, we undergo some kind of process in which we tend to learn. And after a formal education or after a training, we start practicing it. Just very simply, we can understand that if a little infant is born, he is just born biologically as a human infant. But after that, when he will start education, let's say he becomes a doctor. So this identity of doctor is acquired by him by undergoing a certain process. And this new identity to this born individual is considered as a second birth. So in any person's life, there are two births. First, a biological birth, and after that, a qualificational birth, that whether he is a lawyer, doctor, engineer, or anything, it is considered as a second birth. So Dvijottama is a person, rather a great person by his second birth. So whenever you will deal with such kind of scriptures like Bhagavad Gita or Mahabharata or anything like that, this Dvija, concept of Dvijottama, will be always translated as Brahman or Brahmin. Now, why Brahman? Because in those days, it was anybody who used to get educated was rather known as Brahmin. There is very famous and very meaningful verse in Skanda Puran that it says that Janmana jayate kshudraha samskarat dvija uchyate. That is, by birth we all are kshudras, but samskarat, that is when we undergo some positive process, we are considered as dvija. Now, unfortunately, we have classified ourselves as Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, then BC, OBC, SC, and whatnot. There are many things, and now we identify ourselves, our society, into a caste structure. But when this caste structure, casteism was not there, what was there? Entire society was divided, rather distributed as per the work, as per the profession. And so, technically speaking, to reinterpret this word of Dvijottama, rather we should say anyone is a Dvija. Whether that person is a doctor, he has underwent some kind of education, whether that person is a potter, even he has learned the skill of pottery. So we all human beings are rather Dvija, rather we all are Dvijottama. Okay, see, so this word of Dvijottama, we little bit deviated from our main verse. So coming back to our main verse, the verse was that Asmakam tu Vishishtaye तान्निबोध द्विजोत्तम नायका मम सैन्यस्य संज्ञार्थम तान ब्रवीमिते. So the second, the first one, the firstly he just said that now you should also know that who all are fighting from my side, O Dvijottama. In the second line he is saying that Nayaka mama sainyasya, that is who all are the war generals, who all are the commanding officers in my army. Let me tell you, let you know that who all are going to fight from my side. So again, little bit reading between the lines, what we see that Dronacharya, who is the commanding officer, rather the general of the army of Duryodhana, he himself is not aware, rather might be intentionally kept unaware that who all soldiers who or warriors are going to fight from the side of Duryodhana. Again, he is saying, Duryodhan is saying, Nayaka mama sainyasya. See the difference in attitude that he is saying, these all people are from my army, they are going to fight for me, and let me tell you who all are them. So naturally there is some what we can say differentiating thing or a kind of discrimination done with his own war, his own commanding officer, that is Dronacharya, that he himself do not know that who all are going to fight, and on the battlefield now Duryodhan is going to tell that who all are there in our army. Again, this is a matter of fact, and we should think over this subject that whether can this be a reason for their defeat.